ضارة بالمدينة كالثمار والربا أضعافا مضاعفة والرشوة وتخفيف الكيل والوزن والتدليس في السلع وتلقي الجلب والاحتكار والنجش. ومنه خصومات مشكلة يتمسك فيها كل بشبهة ولا تنكشف جلية الحال، ويحتاج إلى التمسك بالبينات والإيمان والوثائق وقرائن الحال ونحوها، وردها إلى سنة مسلمة، وإبداء والترجيح ومعرفة مكائد المتخاصمين ونحو ذلك. منه أن يبدو أهل المدينة ويكتفوا بالاتفاق الأول، أو يتمدنوا في غير هذه المدينة، أو يكون توزعهم في الإقبال على الأكساب بحيث يسوق بالمدينة، مثل أن يقبل أكثرهم على التجارة ويدع الزراعة، أو يتكسب أكثرهم بالغزو ونحوه. وإنما ينبغي أن يكون الزراع بمنزلة الطعام، والصناع والتجار والحفظة بمنزلة الملح المصلح له. ومنه انتشار السباع الضارية والهوام المؤذية، فيجب السعي في إثنائها. ومن باب كمال الحفظ بناء الأبنية التي يشتركون في الانتفاع بها، كالأسوار والضبط والحصون والثغور والأسواق والفنادق. ومنه حفر الآبار واستنباط العيون وتهيئة.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وصلى الله على النبي الكريم محمد وآله وأصحابه أجمعين. Imam Rahmatullahi alayhi, he is talking about political system of a state. That a state is a legal person. Like a natural person, sometimes he is healthy and sometimes something happens to him. So for that happening, there will be a protection. For that happening, there will be a treatment. Same is the case of state. That what type of things are expected there. So the politics of the state must be based upon these things. So Imam Rahmatullahi alayhi, in this regard, as we mentioned last night, he is mentioning 8 things. Number 1, he says that sometimes in state there are anfusi sharira, are wicked and villain people, and these wicked and villain people, they have a gang and they have a power. So what they do, they follow their whims and desires. Got it? And they are destroying the proper way of life. And what is the purpose of that? They are trying to grab the property of others. And this type of people are just like robbers and dacoits, are harming people only showing their muscle to be considered the powerful of them, or they are trying to create such a mess where they can control the ARG. Yes, ARG is the presidency in Afghanistan. So when we are talking about presidency, so we say like ARG. Got it?
Yes.
So in this regard, there is a haja and need of to gather people and to start a fight with those people, to control them, yes, and to cut off their power. That is one reason. So that collecting of people and having a fight with, that is not a case of individual. That is the case of someone who has the authority. So means the king and the ruler. Number 2, the second reason of Siyasat in Medina is that sometimes there are people who are zalim by nature. So they are killing people, or they are injuring people, or they are beating people, or they are attacking their honor and their dignity. Means their wives, their sisters or their daughters, or they are attacking their wealth. So they are taking it as a batta. Batta means extortion. In English that is called extortion. The powerful gain, they send a message to someone rich, they send us that much money. That happened in Afghanistan. That happened in third world countries, in Pakistan, in Africa, here and there. They are doing that or not?
Yes.
Yes. So they are taking it openly, or they are stealing it secretly, or even they are attacking the honor of people, putting false charges against them. Got it? Or humiliating them in front of general public for no reason. So now these people, they have to be controlled. So that's why politics is needed. What is needed? Politics and political authority is needed. Number 3, that sometime there are some a'mal which is harming the state, but that harm is a secret harming, like the magic. Magic is a secret harming. Yes or not? Got it? Or putting or mixing the poison in the food and drink of people. Got it? Anthrax. What is that? You know that? Yes, the anthrax. Got it? Or teaching people how to spread mischief and disorder, or instigating the general public against the king and the state, or instigating the servants against their boss, or instigating the wife against her husband. And number 4, there are bad habits. Bad habits in a sense that they destroy the civilization, the human civilization, the human norms, the human values, and the humanity. Got it? Means ihmalul lil irtifaqat, suspension for irtifaqat, which is the requirement of the nature. Got it? Nature is evolutionary. So it will take evolution like this. But such like acts or adat or habits, it destroys that process. Destroy that process. Like al-liwatat, the gay business. So the gay business is destroying the marriage, the marriage branch of humans. Got it? Was sahaqat, or the lesbian practice. Liwatat is the man-man process. Yes? And sahaqat is, literal meaning of sahaqat is rubbing. So we'll be doing that. Wa ityanul baha'im, I don't know. Wa ityanul baha'im, are doing sex with the animals. I don't know what it is. But this is happening. That's why Imam, at that time, Imam Rahmatullahi alayh, he mentioned that. Got it? So, how it destroyed the irtifaq of the civilization? فَإِنَّهَا تَصَدِّمْ عَنِ النِّكَاحِ. That is i'raz. Tasaddi mean? I'raz. That is i'raz عن النِّكَاح, turning your face from nikah. أو انسلاخ عن الفطرة السليمة. Or that is going out of pure nature. Pure nature does not like this gay business or lesbian business or doing sex with the animals. Got it?
Yes.
So, what is Fitrat Salima? Look at me. What is the right and the perfect nature? A man has to be a man, and a woman has to be a woman. So, in such like practices, a man is becoming a woman and a woman is becoming a man. Yes or not? Just think about that so you will understand. So, كالرجل يؤنس والمرأة تذكر أو حدوث لمنازعات عريضة. Now look, the proper nature requires peace. The proper nature requires, and these type of practices, it create the disputes, it create the muqatalat and the bloodshed. Got it?
Yes.
كالمزاحمة على الموضوع من غير اختصاص بها. If there is no concept of nikah, that one woman is for one man. Got it? So for sure, 2 or 3 of them, they will fight with one another on one woman. And what will be the result? A bloodshed will take place. كالمزاحمة على الموضوع من غير اختصاص بها وكإدمان الخمر, also that is also a disturbance to irtifa. If people are drinking wine openly and frequently, it will destroy the human civilization. ومنه number 5 معاملات ضارة بالمدينة. There are certain actions that is harmful for the state. كالقمار, like gambling, والربا أضعافا مضاعفة, and compound usury or interest business. Compound usury or interest business. يا الذين آمنوا لا تأكلوا الربا أضعافا مضاعفة والرشوة or bribe. So what is bribe? Someone who has the authority giving him something to cut the due right of another one and to give it to you. Got it? So cutting the due right of another one and grabbing it by giving something to the people in authority, that is called rashwa, that is called bribe, and that is called corruption. That's called corruption. Got it?
Yes.
وَتَطْفِيفِ الْكَيْلِ وَالْوَزَنِ are like is cheating with people in measurement or in weighing. وَالتَّدْلِيسِ فِي السِّلَاعِ are hiding the aib and the defect of the stuff when you are selling it. Hiding the defect, تَدْلِيسِ فِي السِّلَاعِ. وَتَلَقِّيَ الْجَلَبِ, or as we mentioned that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Nahan Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam Sayyidina Anas said, عن تلقي الركبان وفي رواية عن تلقي الجلب, that the farmers and the bazgaran, the farmers, they used to bring their fruits or their vegetables and their stuff to the city to sell it in the bazaar on today's price. So yesterday the price was $100 for something. Today the bazaar went up and that is 150. So now the store person, he wants to grab some farmer outside the city without getting news of that increase in the price. So he will take it from him that you sold me yesterday that stuff for $100. Today I will give you 110. Yes, but he is not allowing him to come to the bazaar and to find out that today's rate is 150. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said that the talaqi al-jalab, that is not allowed. That's a type of deception. That's a type of defrauding people. Let them come to the bazaar. Let them to find out today's rate, and then you should make a deal with them. Got it?
Yes.
Wal-ihtikar or hoarding. Ihtikar? Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Al-muhtakiru khati'un. Al-muhtakiru khati'un. That the one who is hoarding, he is a sinner. He is a sinner. And Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, Man ihtakara hukratan falaysa minna. Whosoever will be hoarding things of need to increase the price in the bazaar, Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam says he is not from us. Means he is not following Islam. Got it? And one Najash. And Najash is, that is in Bay'am Yazid. Bay'am Yazid is the auction. What? The auction. So somebody, he is giving a bid, he is not buying a thing, but he is only increasing the price. He is only increasing. And in certain cases, this type of thing happen or not?
Yes.
Say, so Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Nahan Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, an Najash, that is haram. Why you are doing that? ومنه number 6 خصومات مشكلة يتمسك فيها كل بشبهة. Sometimes there are disputes, and these disputes has some ambiguity. Everybody, he is taking a plea based on some shubha and some doubt that this belongs to me. The other guy say it belongs to me, and every one of them, he has some doubtful claim. He has some doubtful ground. So now, وَلَا تَنْكَشْفُ جَلِيَةُ الْحَالِ. What's the actual reality? That is not becoming open. فَيُحْتَاجُ. So now, there is need of إِلَى التَّمَسُّكِ بِالْبَيِّنَاتِ, to have the witnesses. You claim, where are your witnesses? Well, Imam, are you denied? He does not, a claimant, he does not have. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam says, narrated by Imam Tirmidhi, لو أوتي الناس بدعواهم لادعى الناس دماء الناس وأموالهم. If people are given based on their claim that he claimed and that is decreed in his favor. So Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam says, then the people will claim the lives of other and the properties of other. ولكن البينة على المدعي واليمين على من أنكر. Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam says the plaintiff, he has to prove it. He has to prove it. And for proving, there are, with the difference of imams, there are 26 ways how to prove your claims. In my fifth book, I have written that there are 26 ways how to prove your claims. Yes, and they differ with one another because one thing is sufficient to prove according to one imam, but the other one is not considering that. The other one is not considering that. As today we said in Tafsir, that for example, Imam Malik rahmatullahi alayh, he said that the wife, she said that he is not giving me my expenses or my needs. So Imam rahmatullahi alayh says, when she said that's sufficient to prove that he is not doing that. He is not doing it. But Imam Abu Hanifa said that is not sufficient to prove. And there is a solution for that. So there may not be the solution. So that's why in ways of proving the claim, they differ with one another, but altogether there are 26 ways. So, well, Imam, now, if the plaintiff, he couldn't provide neither the witnesses nor the documentary proofs. Neither the witnesses nor the documentary proof. So now the thing is, he cannot take it like this. The other guy, the defendant, he is denying his claim. He is refusing and rejecting his claim. So now Sharia asked him that to satisfy him, you have to take an oath in a court of law. Yes? So now, well, he has not proven his case. So now if he took an oath that his claim, that is a lie. That's a false. So that's also a way of proof. Yameen is also a way of proof. One wasai is the plural of wasiqa, and wasiqa means the document. وَقَرَائِنُ الْحَالِ وَنَحُوهَا. And sometimes we call it circumstantial evidences. قَرَائِنُ الْحَالِ means circumstantial evidences. So sometimes the courts, they decide based on circumstantial evidences. وَرَدِّهَا. For example, look at me, that when we were in court, for example, and a case was there, and the guy was saying that my brother is killed by this guy. When? On this date. What time? At night. What time? 10 o'clock. What? 10 o'clock. Where? In such and such place. Where you were? I was with him. I was with him. Did you have any gun or pistol with you because you have enmity? Yes, I had it. Have you fired a bullet? No, I didn't. What type of brother you are? That your brother got killed? Yes, and you were enjoying? You know, so it means that his testimony is not a proper testimony. Yes, so all these things, that's the procedure. Yes, or for example, he said, no, I did not have any gun. So from how far he shooted him? From that much. How do you recognize it that was he? Because that was night time. That was night time. Check the lunar calendar. That the moon at that time, it was rising and shining in the sky. Oh no, that was the night where there was no moon. Yes, and check the area. Is there any light of any house in the surrounding area, which is making the area clear and clean? No, nothing is there. How do you recognize that is he? So these are called Qara'in al-Hal. These are called what? Qara'in al-Hal. Got it, not it? Yes. وَنَحْوِهَا وَرَدِّهَا إِلَى سُنَّةِ الْمُسَلَّمَةِ, and to take the case back to a way which is recognized way. Sunnah Musallama, which is a recognized way. وَإِبْدَاءِ وَجْهِ التَّرْجِيحِ, and if you are giving priority to one over the other, so you have to mention the cause and the reason that why the saying of this guy is prior to the saying of this guy. Got it? وَمَعْرِفَةِ مَكَايِدِ الْمُتَخَاصِمِينَ, and also to know the strategies of the two disputing parties, that what type of strategies they are making when they are fighting with one another in a court of law. That is must for the judge and must for the attorneys as well, that they know all these things. وَمِنْهُ, number 7. وَمِنْهُ, and number 7, أَنْ يَبْدُوا عَلَى الْمَدِينَةِ وَيَكْتَفُوا بِالْإِرْتِفَاقِ الْأَوَّلِ, that أَنْ يَبْدُوا بَدَا يَبْدُوا, living in Badiyah, that from well-built cities like Los Angeles, they are migrating to far-flung villages in the mountains, where they will be living with the goats, with the lambs, means in irtifaq awwal. They will be living there in what? In irtifaq awwal. So it means when they were living in the city, so they were qualified people, either education-wise or practice-wise. Because a lot of people who are living here in big city, so they are not qualified education-wise, but practice-wise, they are very smart people. They are very smart. So they are not only earning for themselves, they are contributing to the civilization as well. Now you people, you are going to your jobs, you are earning for yourself, but you are contributing to society as well. Got or not? So now if these people, they will leave the city and they will go to far-flung small villages, living with goats and lambs. So that's actually a harm to the community in general and to the civilization. And Yabdu Ahlul Madinah, that Ahlul Madinah became Arab, means villagers. And they say that irtifaq al-awwal is okay. We'll be making bread of our wheat and eating with spinach. Got it? And mostly we will be drinking the dogh, yes, or the yogurt, but that's enough. Got it? Or they are leaving one city and going to another city. There's also a harm to that city. Got it? They are where? Where is that Silicon Valley city? They are close to Bay Area. In the Bay Area, the city is I don't know what they call something. Yes. San Jose. Yes, the San Jose. So San Jose is the Silicon Valley. Got it? So at that time there were big buildings and all these computer people, they were there. But then they migrated to India. So now a lot of buildings are empty there and nobody is living there. So that is not only they are making their money there, but here the people, they lost their jobs. Got it? So that's why that's an harm to irtifaq. So أو يكون توزع في الإقبال على الأقسام بحيث يضر بالمدينة, are there taqsim or division to different jobs and different fields is in such a way يضر بالمدينة, which is harmful for the economy of the state. So now if all people, they will become business people and they will leave the lands barren, so that is good for the state? No. Say no. So what the people will eat there and what they will do with the dollars if the food is not available, if the fruit is not available, if the vegetables are not available. في الإقبال على الأقسام بحيث يضر بالمدينة مثل أن يقبل أكثرهم على التجارة, like all of them they do هجوم يقبل على التجارة, they come forward for business ويدعوا الزراعة, and they say bye bye to agriculture. أو يتكسب أكثرهم بالغزو, or all of them they will become عسكري, yeah, askar, they will become askar, so they will be only fighting there, from they will be eating them. If all of them they will become fighters. ونحوه وإنما ينبغي, Imam Rahmatullahi alayhi says, life is based upon agriculture. Other things are the branches of agriculture. Why? Because we are eating. So eating is coming from where? Say, from the fabrica, from the factories, from the stores. Say, no, neither from the store nor from the factories. It comes basically from the land. Agriculture land, it comes from the agriculture. So agriculture is the base of life. So Imam Rahmatullah alayhi says, وَإِنَّمَا يَنْبَغِي, it is much more suitable أَن يَكُونَ الزُّرَّاعُ مَنْزِلَةَ الطَّعَامِ, that the farmers are those who are working in lands, are working on land. They must be to the extent of flour. مَنْزِلَةَ الطَّعَامِ, to the extent of flour. والصناع والتجار والحفظة بمنزلة الملح المصلح له. And the business people and the police and the armies and the sunnah and the fabrica people, the factories people, the sunnah, they should be to the extent of salt. So when we are making bread, so we are putting that much flour and that much salt. Got it? So he said that the business people, the army and the police are those who are executives or whatever. So they should be little in number and farmers should be big in number. Got it?
Yes.
وَمِنْهُ انتشار السباع الضارية. Number 8. And Imam Rahmatullah alayhi says, one cause of Siyasatul Madinah is that sometime some wild animal, they are getting spreaded all over, even they are entering to the bazaars and to the cities. Got it? وَالْحَوَامِ الْمُوزِيَةِ are insects which is harmful. Insects which is harmful, they are spreading. فَيَجِبُ السَّعْيُ فِي إِفْنَائِهَا. So now that is must for the state and the government, yes, to banish these Hawame Muzia and Sibai Zariya, to protect the people from their harming. So furthermore, inshallah. وصلى الله تعالى على خير خلقه محمد وآله وصحبه أجمعين. Daud John.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Rahim left.
He's coming back.
Comes back.
Oh.